It seems like we have come towards the end of the day's talks. It has been a great fortune to have such eminent personalities as speakers with us. Immunology doesn't seem that far fetched anymore. The knowledge and experience shared by our guests will prove to be valuable to everyone present. With this, we proceed towards the valedictory ceremony. I request Dr. Sunil Arora, Dr. Devinder Sehgal, Dr. Amit Avasthi, Dr. Sharvan Sehrawat, Professor Sarat Dalai, Dr. Bhagwati Saxena, and Dr. Aarti Sundarajan to come up on the dais. The symposium has been an eye opener for students and researchers alike. It will be a great direction for all the young researchers in the field of immunology and pharmacology. The amalgamation of these two disciplines can lay the foundation of a new era in the field of research. Thank you so much for all the speakers who have enlightened us with their knowledge and experience.
Now, after this day, we move on to announce the winners of the quiz competition. The quiz is sponsored by the Indian Immunology Society, and the winners will be awarded a certificate and a cash prize of rupees 2000. We had total 66 entries for the quiz, and we have 7 winners. So at number 7, we have Vidhi Padaria. I request Dr. Sunil to kindly felicitate the winners. Oh, sorry. Aarti ma'am, you can felicitate the. At number 6, we have Dhruva Gadani. I request Bhagwati ma'am to felicitate the winner. The 5th prize goes to Shraddha Pathak. I request Sarat sir to kindly felicitate. The 4th prize goes to Jeet Bhatt. I request Amit Avasthi sir to please felicitate. The 3rd prize goes to Shivalika Maheshwari. I request Sharvan sir to please felicitate the winner. The 2nd prize goes to Keyur Shah. I request Dr. Devinder Sehgal to please felicitate the winner. Yeah, no awkwardness there, not at all. And the first prize, do we have any guesses? Okay, the first prize goes to Zeel Parmar. I request Dr. Sunil Arora to please felicitate the winner. Thank you, people, for all your participation. It was a wonderful experience. I would now like to invite Dr. Sunil Arora to address the audience.
Thank you. Well, when Dr. Sarat Dalai asked me that he's planning to hold a CME and asked me whether you will come or not. So I've been actually waiting for the opportunity because I love going to CME programs, course. You get good opportunity to teach students. We keep attending conferences, presenting our data, and it gives us so much little time to interact with the students. This is the best kind of forum when you have students sitting and you are teaching and you interact with them. So I congratulate Dr. Saradalai because he has been thinking for quite long time to hold this. I know him because a long time back also he tried, but somehow it was postponed. So it's very nice and it is very thoughtful for him to have associated with pharmacy students because they are the ones, it is the next whole, I think, era is going to be biopharmaceuticals. They are already there and they are going to come in, boom. And this is going to go a multi-billion dollar industry, I tell you. Those people who will go into bio kind of products, so if they are going to get benefit. So you guys have to get updated about immunology, and you can get updated only when you know the basics. Basics are very important. Only then you can apply them. So whether it is CAR T cells, whether it is antigen specific T cell therapy, whether it is monoclonal antibodies, whatever it is, right? So you have to understand basically how we are paying. So I think it was a great job, very nicely designed program. And I thoroughly enjoyed interacting with the students, and students are quite interactive themselves. They have really come out with very, very good questions. Some of them were not answerable, So very innovative. It happens, We guys keep reading theory long time back, so it's all right. We are not expert in those kind of things. Sometimes we also don't know, and there are many points which are actually not clear even to us, right? So that's okay. It was very bold, and everyone, students should always ask question. Whenever something comes to your mind and you are not getting it, come out. So this is the best kind of opportunity. So he had designed the course very nicely. So that was very good. Students were interactive. That was very good. The team which has done the groundwork, all these, professors and the faculty and all those who have worked in the background and the students' involvement has been really marvelous. And I congratulate the team leader and all of you for conducting such a beautiful program. And I thoroughly enjoyed, and I'm sure you guys have also enjoyed it. I think he should try some more such programs, and you guys should keep doing good. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to be here, and thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I would like to call upon Dr. Devinder Sehgal to share his views with us.
Uh, as also articulated by Dr. Sunil, I have been to CMEs before, and this is perhaps the first time I have come across a partnership between immunology and pharmacology. I think it's a great interface, and considering the fact that I fully agree with Dr. Sunil in terms of the fact that many of the newer kind of modalities that are going to be in shape in the coming years will have to emanate from biologicals and also cell-based therapy, and in order to take them to market and the transition development that needs to go, I am sure students with the pharmacology would have a big role to play in the years to come. And I am very excited to see lots of people attending, all the lectures, and that's a very good part of it. And I'm pretty sure that you would have benefited from the experience and the information that was shared by many of the speakers. And certainly a lot of thought has gone into structuring this entire program, and that has not only been useful for the students, and some of the things that we as people who have been giving talks here have also learned or refreshed our memories. So in that sense, it's very good. And I must certainly say that any program that is done with a lot of enthusiasm turns out to be exciting, and the enthusiasm of the team and also the students and other volunteers who have worked across. And I mean, this is an activity where just about every department from the institutes would have to contribute, and then it becomes a great success. So I must again certainly congratulate the team for putting together this wonderful program. I'm always excited to talk to students, so that was also clear from the questions that came about. So I would stop here, and I was very happy to be here. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to call Dr. Amit Awasthi to share his views with us as well.
It's a privilege, and actually, this program, when as mentioned by Dr. Arora and Dr. Sagal, when this program was being crafted by Dr. Dalai, and in fact, he contacted all of us, and I always feel very excited to come to Nirma University. This is my perhaps third time. And the enthusiasm I see in the students here is unparalleled. And the kind of zeal and the enthusiasm you all have to sit all the session, learn certain things. Obviously, you cannot really grasp everything, but even if you grasp 10%, that's sufficient to motivate you to take you to the next level. And this is an opportunity to also create a network for you. And trust me, the friends you make now and the people you create now will be always be very, very helpful all through your professional life, also maybe in the personal life as well, because the friends I created during those kind of things, they are sitting in some good positions, and we cherish those moments. So I think this is very important event, not only for learning new things in the field of immunology. Obviously, this is very exciting time for all of us, especially the people who are in the field of immunology, because every single disease you can just now imagine there's some component of immunology is being associated. People never thought maybe that Alzheimer's is not immunological disease, but now new data is coming. This is immunological disease is associated with inflammation. Now people were thinking before that cancer cannot be really treated, right? And people in the field of immunology has lost all the hope, but then suddenly you see everything is turning around, and actually see the tumors are being cured by immune cells, not only by CAR T cells, but also through checkpoint blockade therapy, which got the Nobel Prize in 2018. And now people are actually going one step further in the cell therapy, where they are actually taking the tumor infiltrating T cells. And very recently, the FDA has approved one of such therapy in the US, I think last week, where they are taking the tumor infiltrating lymphocyte, reactivating them in vitro with the antigen, and putting back into the patient. So this is something which is very exciting, and that actually opens up new avenues for Indian pharma industry. And you can imagine, I never imagined that Biocon would invest so much in the immunotherapy. Now I see Biocon is having product in the field of immunology, and therefore so many other companies are actually coming in front. So this is an opportunity for all of us, and I think this kind of program will, it took us from basic books to the research, to the product development. I think this is an opportunity for all of us, and I thoroughly enjoyed. And I know we all are tired, but I think wonderful, all the best. Thank you very much for hosting me here. I love to come again. Anytime you craft a program, you just send me mail, I'll come back. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the kind words. I would like to call upon Dr. Sharvan Sehrawat to say a few words.
Okay, thank you. Really, so once we heard from Dr. Arora, Dr. Sehgal, and Dr. Amit, so I don't really need to say much, except that our classrooms are even bigger than this. So we are actually used to teaching 250 students in classes. But these are not really immunology intensive programs. So we actually do basic biology for those big batches. But nonetheless, we have immunology classes. But this actually was a very organized immunology program, and I actually enjoyed being here, although I could not come yesterday. But whatever the sessions that were actually today, so I actually enjoyed very much. Hope you actually gained quite something from what was discussed today, and I hope you would be actually able to take immunology as your career, either in academia or industry. With these words, personally, I would like to thank the organization, Professor Dalai, Aarti, and Dr. Bhagwati for the opportunity for me to be here and talking. I think that's about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call Mrs. Aarti Sundarajan. I'm so sorry, Dr. Aarti Sundarajan to address the audience. Aarti ma'am, please.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, I think I had more fun than you guys probably organizing this whole thing. Like we've been working on it, I think from September or so, putting in, applications for the funding agencies and all that. So we've been having meetings with Professor Dalai, trying to work it out for several months now. So it's good to see that, it has come into a nice shape and people are actually enjoying it. So one thing is I'll be sharing a feedback form. So I think there is always room for improvement. And I think the next time we conduct any such similar programs, so we will take into consideration, any limitations and things. So we can certainly improve upon it the next time. So I hope everybody had a good time and, you gained a lot. And as even Sharvan said towards the end, many of you should hopefully be thinking of immunology as a potential career option, So yeah, all right, I think I'll stop here. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I would finally like to request Sarat sir to commence with the concluding address.
So it is natural to get all the credits, because I'm convener and director of the institute. But actually, credit should go to coordinator, Dr. Aarti and Dr. Bhagwati. So they have done real work. Aarti madam has a complaint. The Professor Dalai, each time I come, write something, you correct it. I said, that is my job. If I do not make any correction, I will lose my job. So actually she has put in a lot of efforts and complemented by Dr. Bhagwati from conceptualization to today realization. So thank you. And they have made my job very easy. So because most of the emails she would write and Parthivan will send through my name. Therefore, Dr. Arora thinks Sarath has sent email. So that is how we work. My only thing is that I must make sure that languages are written, as nicely as possible, and message conveyed properly. But we have been working here for long. In fact, since 2011, when I joined here, my first visit, the day I joined, within 1 hour, Professor Naresh Kumar, who was here, former director, took me to the office of the Director Institute of Pharmacy, Dr. Manjunath Ghate. He's a chemistry, medicinal chemistry. I'm a biologist, converted biologist, So then my message to him is that we will work together. And we had a region. We are the smallest institute and poorest institute. We had hardly any facility. Pharmacy has maximum, and including animal facilities. So I wanted something from them. So I had to also give something to them. So that is how we started working. But over the years, I realized their students also must get exposed to a lot of basic science and particularly immunology. Because no matter what we say, they play important role in pharma industry. So in fact, they are in the front line. But then they lack a lot of basic knowledge of immunology, which is driving, So we thought, let us have some experiment, I'm sure next time when Professor Avasthi, Professor Arora conduct such program, where they have to address pharmacy as a life science students, their lectures will be much better. And this is also learning from all our instructors, how we take, because we tend to do lot of basic immunology. We know what problem we are working on. But how to translate, even whatever we do in the lab, so most of the time we do not think seriously. So this is where, we don't get a lot of appreciation as much as we should. So, and there is nothing in biology, if you, critically evaluate, there is nothing in biology called basic science. Basic science, in fact, biology is not basic science. Basic science is physics, chemistry, mathematics. Biology, whether we accept or no, it is kind of a, marvel of nature's engineering, and where all these branches of science actually, have its own place, But somehow we tend to confine most of our efforts to laboratory. Now this is time for us that we take it to, clinic, we should utilize as much as it is possible. So this is, an immunology plays, an important role in this. And many times I tell, jokingly, I said, as a student of biology, you have to learn only two systems. Probably our system, our body has only two systems. One is nervous system, another is immune system. One is for thinking or behavior, another is to protect us. The rest of the things are actually to coordinate all these things, But somehow these two branches are neglected. Now it is picking up, it is neglected. So this is where we have to think seriously, how well we can protect ourselves and how well we can think also. A lot of behavioral issue has to do with, understanding greater neuroscience, and these two branches influence each other. Yesterday, DG was talking about, how our behavior, neural sense actually influencing immune system. If you remember, there is something called, immunology, neurology, and psychology. These are the, triangular shape. If you put, they all behavior each other. So there is a lot of, interlink. So now it is time for to understand with the idea of coming up with a lot of therapy. Just now, Dr. Awasthi was telling about multiple sclerosis, many brain diseases, So it has to do with immunology, how immune response can, immune system function abnormally. And there are, we can provide, lot of answer to these, questions, maybe solution will come up. So from that angle, we are thinking. I am not actually have solutions. So most of the problem, I only think of problems. Then I ask my friends, do you have solution? And come and present before this young audience. They will come, with a better solution in future. So thank you, and all my friends and speakers who kindly agreed to come here, spared their time, and also students, participants, my colleagues who are actually patiently listening to all these lectures, taking pain even late in the evening today. It's weekend already. So thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I'd finally like to request Bhagwati ma'am to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. So, honorable guest of today's function, Dr. Devendra Sehgal, Sir, Professor, National Institute of Immunology, New Delhi. Dr. Sunil Arora, Professor, Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research, Chandigarh. Dr. Amit Avesthi, Senior Professor, Translational Health Science and Technology Institute. Dr. Sharvan, Sir, Associate Professors, ISR, Mohali. And Professor Sarad Dalai, Director, Institute of Science, Nirma University, and convener of this program. Dr. Aarti Sundarajan, Assistant Professor in Institute of Science and co-coordinator of this symposium. All the distinguished invited speakers, faculty members, participants of the symposium, support staff of ISNU and IPNU, and my dear students. It is indeed a matter of honor for me to propose this vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for showering His blessings and always being with us in all our efforts. At this juncture, sincere and heartfelt thanks to Karsan Bhai Patel, President Nirma University, for providing a world-class facility and education at the campus. Thanks to Shri Kekik Patel, Vice President, Shri Anup Singh Sir, Director General, Nirma University, who always provide great motivation in all ventures undertaking at the university. Thanks are due to our Executive Registrar, Shri G.N. Nair Sir, for his support. An honest and heartfelt and personal thank to Professor Sarad Dalai, Director, Institute of Science, and Professor Gopal Natesan, Director, Institute of Pharmacy, to make me the part of this team. And it is very nice experience to work with Dr. Sarad Dalai and Dr. Aarti. They are very open whenever I come with some suggestion, and they give me enough place to fit in. And I want to thank Professor Sarad Dalai Sir for their valuable suggestions and recommendations which brought this event to this shape. Though time is late, but I want to share that being a pharmacologist, I'm teaching different subjects in the pharmacy, UG and PG curriculum, and there is a lack of basics of immunology. So when this concept came to me through Professor Gopal Natesan, then and through Sarad Dalai Sir, that we want to make pharmacy student to participate in that conference, that sing to me, because I always feel that there is a lot of the curriculum is missing lot of basic information related to immunology, and as Dr. Amit Sir said, that in every disease and therapy there is some immunology is there. So I thank Sir Sarad Dalai Sir for this vision and including pharmacy in this program. And I also want to extend my thank Professor Gopal Natesan and Professor Tejal Mehta, who always inspire us to be a part of such program and readily extend their helping hand whenever required. I also want to thank Dr. Aarti for her major contribution in this event and all the cooperation and understanding from her side. On behalf of our organizing committee, we want to extend our thanks to all the honorable guests and eminent speakers in this 2 days conference. Dr. Devin Sehgal, Dr. Sunil K. Arora, Dr. Amit Avasthi, Dr. Dinakar Salunke, Dr. Dipankar Nandi, Taruna Madan Madam, Dr. Ashini, Dr. Dipyaman, Dr. Arvind Sahu, Dr. Vinita Bal, Dr. Sharvan Shehrawat, Dr. Raghavan, Dr. Sameer, for accepting our invitations and sparing their valuable time and gracing the occasion, and their inputs and talks are very illuminating to all of us. I take this opportunity to also thank the support provided by the Indian Immunological Society, GSBTM, DBT, SIR, and all the vendors who have provided funding and sponsorship. I profoundly thank all the ISNU faculties, Dr. Ravikant sir, Dr. Sanjeev Bhattacharya, Dr. Shruti Chatterjee, Dr. Hina Dhave, Dr. Sonal Bakshi, Dr. Nasreen Munshi, Dr. Amin Nair, Dr. Sriram Sheshadri, Dr. Vijay Kothari, who have put in their hard work and fill the gaps if we, Dr. Arthi and I miss something. I am indeed grateful to all of you. Furthermore, I also want to thank Mr. Ronak Barood, Parthi Ben, Rajendra Patel, Sachin Prajapati, Valji Desai, Arthi Verma, and other administrative staff and peons for their assistance. I will miss my duty if I forget to thank all my dear students who have worked wholeheartedly for this program. Stuti, Shrishti, Ritika, Jennifer, and all the students. Sorry, I missed some name. They serve like glucose for our program by their high spirits and energy. Thank you all, dear. And thank are due to all the participants of this symposium who have come from all over the Gujarat, outside the Gujarat. I'm sure you have a knowledge, gaining experience in this symposium. Kindly excuse me if I miss someone for acknowledgement. Any person, this is unintentional. Thank you all.
Pretty much everything has been covered. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We would now rise for the national anthem. I just have one more announcement. After the national anthem is done, we can all kind of assemble here for a group photograph. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्रविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय